Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader and today's video is quite special. You've seen by the title that I am taking part in Magical Hopathon this year. I wasn't able to last year, but I am this year. Rachel Carousel, tag her, I'll mention her in the description box. She put up her announcement video there a few days ago, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, am I actually gonna do it this year? I was like, yes I am. So for the entirety of July I'm gonna be doing the Hopathon. You're probably wondering, you usually don't put your TBRs this early, I know, and I'm not doing an Introverted Reader book club pick for the month of July because I'm doing the readathon. So that is why I have my Disney t-shirt on. Yay, I bought this specifically for my own Disney trip that I took last year, which is absolutely wild to think that I was there last year. Never been to America before, never been to Disney World before, so being there felt like a really weird, elaborate dream, but it happened. Anyway, so I've got my Black Panther notebook here with my notes and stuff, which I probably should have opened before I started filming this video. So obviously the first thing that we need to do, we need to be able to enter the park before we start hopping about. So that's the whole thing of the readathon. You have your park entrance read, and then there's the whole bunch of attractions and shows and stuff. Do you know what? I'll leave Rachel's video down below. I'll tag Rachel down below so you can go watch her video to get all the information. But my park ticket read, Rachel said the prompt for that was to read a book you can't stop thinking about, and for me that is Arcspire by Jamie Littler. I read the Frostheart trilogy by him just there a couple months ago. I finished the whole trilogy and I absolutely adored it, and then this came out and I was like, do you know what, I really need to read that. And then every time I looked at it on my shelf I just couldn't get it out of my head. So this is happening. This is gonna get me into the park. So me down there. So that's gonna get me into the park. And then we'll walk into the Magic Kingdom, which I genuinely, like, if I didn't have photographs of myself in front of the castle, I would not have believed that I actually went. But we've walked into Magic Kingdom. So what are we doing first? We are going to do Tron Light Cycle first. I think that's a brand new attraction. So for this one, it's like a newer release. So a book that came out last year or this year. And I'm going to go for Girl, Goddess, Queen by B. Fitzgerald. Take in this cover. Are you kidding? Pink sprayed edges and you're not even ready. Look at the actual book itself. Are you joking? That's actually beautiful. So yes, this came out last year, I believe. Let me just double check that, because I was looking whenever I was putting the TBR together. I was like, this came out last year? Did it? Come here. Let me see it. Yes, this came out in 2023. All I know about this is it's basically a Hades and Persephone type retelling. It says, thousands of years ago, the gods told a lie. Persephone wasn't taken to hell, she jumped. So yes, I am so very excited about this. It's been a while since I've read a Greek retelling, and not all of them have worked out, but I am hopeful about this one. So, and then after we're done on Tron Light Cycle, I think we deserve a snack. Do you want to go get a snack? Yes, I think we should go get a snack. So I am going to go get myself some Dole Whip. And that is to read a booktube favorite. And I'm going to read Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club, which is getting adapted, I just heard, which that's quite exciting. So this will be my very first murder mystery as well. And I follow a lot of booktubers on here, and nearly all of them have read this or have talked about this at some point on their channels. And I have heard nothing but good things. So I'm thoroughly ready to get into this. I found it in the works for like £3 and I was like, this is mine now. So I'm very excited about this. And look at this wee cover. There's a wee fox. That is wee fox, right? So is the fox going to play a tail in that? I don't know. All I know about this is that it's about 4 old people who live in a retirement village, and they meet up every Thursday and they talk about like cold cases that have happened over the years, and then an actual murder happens, you know, within their wee area. So they're all like, we can help solve this. Like, let's go. Like, so yeah. And then after we get our Dole Whip, we're gonna go catch a show, and we're gonna watch Festival of Fantasy, which is to read a colourful book. And I'm gonna go with The Land of Stories Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer. As you can see, very colourful cover. Granted, it is mostly pinks and purples, but there's bits of silver in there, there's bits of gold, there's a tiny little bit of green at the bottom there. And as well, this is set within the fairy tale world, so lots of colourful characters floating about, so I think this counts. So that's us all done in Magic Kingdom, and I think now I'm going to hop on over to my second favourite park, which is Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is amazing, honestly. Like, my jaw hit the floor when I saw the tree in actual real life. It was wild. Anyway, so... So the first attraction we're going to go to is Flight of Passage, and for that it's to read a 5-star prediction. And I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I'm going to read The River of Silver by Shannon Chakraborty. Now, this is a short story collection set within the world of the Daevabad trilogy. And you know I love the Daevabad trilogy. And you know I love Shannon Chakraborty. Everything that I've read by her has been 5 stars. So I am hopeful. Obviously, with short stories, maybe not all of them will be that good. Maybe some of them might not have that much happening. But I'm hopeful that the overall vibe that I get from this is going to be 5-star worthy. So excited about that. And it'll be nice to have a shorter book, I think, to read in between all these. Now, okay, so now after we do Flight of Passage, we're feeling a little bit hungry. So we're going to go get another snack. So we're going to get ourselves a cheeseburger pod. I don't know what a cheeseburger pod is. We didn't like, the lines for snacks are really, really long. God bless anyone that actually stood in line and got, like, I was just drinking water and eating ice cream, which is quite unhealthy. But we're going to get ourselves a cheeseburger pod, and that is to read a book of 2 formats. Now, I'm going to assume that I'm hopeful that I'm doing this prompt correctly. Now, I'm going to read Heaven's Official Blessing, Volume 7. I don't read these like physically, you know, I download them onto my Kindle and I read them that way. And I like track my progress in the book as I go along in my Kindle. So hopefully I'm doing that right. I'm not going to be reading it physically. I'm reading it via my Kindle. So hopefully I'm doing that prompt right. But I'm going to be reading this for that prompt. And then our very last stop within our little Disney extravaganza eleganza is we're going to go catch a show, and we're going to go watch the Festival of the Lion King, which I did actually watch when we went to Florida. We went into Animal Kingdom and we joined the queue for Festival of the Lion King, and it was so worth it. It was so great. Anyway, so that is to read a TBR vet, and honestly, quite a lot of the books that I just mentioned are TBR vets, but I'm going to grab this one, The Lost Girl King by Catherine Doyle. I bought this in an airport in Manchester just randomly because I recognized Catherine Doyle's name, and yeah, my mom just like gave me money and she was like, why don't you buy yourself a book while you get yourself some water? And I was just pissed off and wanted to go home, and I just grabbed this without thinking because I saw Catherine Doyle's name. But looking at the back of it, I'm actually quite intrigued. It's about these 2 kids that go to their granny's house in the west of Ireland for the summer. On the hunt for adventure, they stumble across a waterfall between worlds, the entrance to the land of eternal youth. Interesting. I know. Are you intrigued? Me too. And I don't read a whole ton of Irish authors. I really don't. And I need to read more Irish authors. So yeah, this is our last little read. So that's all for the Magical Hopathon reads that I'm hopefully going to be able to tackle in July. Again, I realize that I'm early, but I'm all ready to go. And you know me, I like to have things done and dusted in advance because it just helps my anxiety, okay? It's who I am as a human being. Anyway, So that's all for the Magical Hopathon prompts. Let me know if you're going to be taking part in it this year as well. Any other books that I read in July is just going to be in my own time. I'm not going to talk about them here because I don't want to be overwhelmed. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you're all doing wonderful. I will tag Rachel down below in the description so you can go over to her channel and watch her video about the Hopathon. You do still have time if you wish to participate. I'm just me, I'm just early. So yes, and you should subscribe to Rachel because she's absolutely lovely. So, and all of my socials are down below as always, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell so you know when my next video comes up, which will be next Tuesday because I'm working over this weekend, boo-hoo. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!